Pika, Pika!
We will come to your earth and steal all your silverware.
Implore. I'm gonna implore you guys.
In a world where two ordinary gamers team up to fight the forces of boredom, this is their podcast, and this is their story.
Christmas special episode 5 is a big deal. This has to be like the best episode ever of ever, Morty. Pressure's on, Morty.
It's gotta be better than anything we've done before. All right, here we go. 3, 2. Let's just go. Okay, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaz,
And I'm hotter.
and we are here this week with a special holiday special episode.
Why is there an extra special?
I don't know. I went into a loop.
There's a typo?
No, it's a loop.
There's a loop?
Time loop.
A time loop?
Yeah, I got stuck in a time loop.
So what is like when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over?
No,
and over
it
and
just
over?
happens around Christmas sometimes. I don't know. It just happens around Christmas sometimes. I don't know.
Just happens around Christmas sometimes?
Just happens around Christmas sometimes. I don't know.
Very good.
All right.
So what's going on, people? We are here, episode 5 of Two Guys in a Game. Thank you very much for tuning in to this episode.
Thank you for all your love and support.
Yeah, we love you guys very much. Mm-hmm. We've been hanging out the last couple hours, kind of doing some gaming.
Yeah.
Which is literally pretty much all we do.
Yep. We were wrecking it on Smash Bros.
Melee. As we are recording this, if you follow us on the social medias, which you definitely should, we will be doing more live stuff like that. We did something live on Instagram, which is Two Guys in a Game Podcast, and on Facebook, which is Two Guys in a Game Podcast as well.
Yep.
And that Kaz killed some Melee.
I killed it.
He did.
And
He
I
really
got
did.
killed on it.
Yeah,
But it's okay. I have Falco now, so we're all good.
Because personally,
I like Falco. He is my character on Smash Bros. And that's all I have to say about that. So
he prefers the air.
yeah.
So what's going on, man? What's new and exciting?
I'm getting a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. That's exciting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, I know what I get for Christmas. I'm not a 3-year-old. I decide what I get for Christmas now. Because I'm a man. And I decided I'm getting a Nintendo Switch with the red and blue Joy-Con. I already bought Super Mario Odyssey. Also getting Breath of the Wild. So bam.
So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Casdo Jones. Knows what he's getting for Christmas.
Yes, no.
Does that kind of take the fun out of it though a little bit?
What?
Like
knowing
what
I'm
you're getting for Christmas?
No, it just pumps me up. I'm like, yeah, come on, Christmas, let's go, let's do this. I want that Switch in my hands right now. Like, it's a different experience playing on someone else's Switch because you're like, oh, cool, this is really cool. I should get one of these. And then when you have your own, you're like, and then you're just like, you hold it up like the piece of the Triforce, and you're like, you got the Switch, the best console ever made to date. And yeah, so I don't think it takes it away. I mean, I already bought my game for it. I'm getting all these fun accessories for it. My mom's totally on board with it now. So now that she knows that that's what I'm getting, she's just like, I bought you a screen protector. I bought you a carrying case. I bought you a charging station. I bought you all this cool stuff. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom. So
That's pretty dope.
yeah, so you know.
See, I'm
Breath of the
26, so like
Wild.
my mom would be like, hey, here's some socks.
Here's a
and I'm like,
$25 gift card. It's not enough for both you and Sam to go out and eat, but at least one of you can enjoy the meal while the other eats the bread. I assume that you'll be eating the bread.
There's like 3 things about that I love. Number 1, the fact that you made my mom Italian. And 2, the fact that that's just hilarious. And 3, I would totally be the one eating the bread.
You'd be eating the bread. Hey, can I have a bite of that, Sam? No, it's mine. Okay. Wait, can I just maybe get a meal? I mean, we have some. No. We're saving up for a Switch. What? Just kidding. Like a switch, like a light switch.
Like
so we can turn the lights off in our house so we can save money. Oh. Okay.
I love how they're all Italian. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm just doing voices, man. Do you want me to make them Russian? No, we are saving up for light switch.
I think that'd be funny.
You cannot buy a Nintendo Switch until we get light switch and I finish my spaghetti and meatballs. Can I have one meatball? No meatball. No meatball for you. Okay.
No meatball for you. so you're getting a Switch for Christmas. That's pretty cool.
Yep, it's confirmed.
It's been confirmed. Let the hype begin. We will definitely be reviewing some Switch games in the new year, for sure.
Yeah. I'll be reviewing them. You won't.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
I'll just be standing here.
You'll
like,
be able to play my Switch
Because
because I'm gonna bring it to work, and then whenever we're like, like in the back, and they come down and they're
doing
like,
our
Zach,
job.
are you working hard? I'm like, yeah, I'm working hard on trying to get everything in the Breath of the Wild. God damn.
Like, what are you doing? I don't know, man.
Trying to get Mario to his castle so he can save his princess. So yeah, so what's new and exciting with you, Hodder?
Nothing really. Like, I wish I had some as exciting news, but I don't really. I'm just getting ready for Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is the most wonderful time of year. And unfortunately, I know I'm not getting any gaming stuff for Christmas. Wow, wow, wow. But that doesn't mean that I can't want for it.
Yes.
Which is literally what we're going to talk about here today is games that we both want for Christmas.
We're also figuratively going to talk about it. Figuratively, could we destroy the world? Yes, but literally, no.
I mean, like, could we, though? I mean,
that's what every Star Wars movie is about after Episode 4. It's like, let's build a giant Death Star and blow up the planet. And that's all we have to do. Figuratively.
Literally all we have to do.
It's impossible to build a Death Star. Because we don't have the technology yet.
No, but eventually.
No. We'll just keep building Nintendo Switches and making them smaller and more efficient until we have the Micro Switch. That's what it's going to be called, the Micro Switch. That actually sounds cool. They should just make that right now. Nintendo, copyright that and send me one
Copyright 2
when
guys
it's
in the
out.
game.
Also, bring out a Pokemon game for the Switch. I'm getting desperate. Let's go.
Bring out like
a good Pokemon game. Not like
they should
Pokken.
remake like Pokemon Coliseum or something.
They should just remake Pokemon Red, but like update it to the maximum graphic capacity that they can, just so you're walking around, but like on the Switch. That should be the first portable game, and you can go to all the other regions. Okay,
That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah,
that would actually be really cool. But aside from that, also, what are you playing this week?
I tried playing Breath of the Wild last night, and I was
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I have to just like wait for it on the Switch, so
To
that way
experience
I
it
can just like
fully.
redo it again, and like, cause like I couldn't get back into it. I was like, oh, this is just not me. Who hit my mic? Yeah. So, I tried playing that last night. Also been playing Pokemon again, like Ultra Moon. Still hooked on that game. And then I just played some Melee tonight.
Yeah, well, we both were playing the Melee, but aside from that, I've been playing.
played Battlefront
more.
the other
Yeah,
day.
we played Battlefront. You were over there,
And I was all like really excited because I thought I was fighting people online. And I was like, I'm so good at this game. And the teacher's like, no, those are just computer players. And I'm like, I'm so terrible at this game.
He was so. I felt so bad telling you that because you were
I know.
so hyped.
I was just like, yeah, take this, die, bitch, and everything like that. And then I'm just like, yeah, these guys suck. And teacher's like, well, they are computer players. I'm just like, never mind, they're pretty good for computer players.
For computer players, the computers in that game are actually pretty good.
And
Like,
then
they're pretty
we
smart.
went into ship battles.
Yeah.
That was good because you were like, I've never seen someone maneuver the Millennium Falcon like you. And I'm like, I know, look at all these maneuvers.
Well, it's funny because like anytime I play like the fighter squadron against someone, like in real life, I literally always just like it's just a completely one-sided battle because I'm that good. And then here comes
okay.
this guy on the Millennium Falcon, and the maneuvers were insane. Mind you, I had to be the Imperials, so like I'm gonna say that had something to do with it.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you were even saying it when you were on the Rebels team with me. You were
Yeah.
like, whoa, how do you fly that thing? And I'm like, because I made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
He just kept saying that and doing flips.
Yeah, and doing crazy flips and be like, not today, haha. And then you blew me up, and I was like, haha, you can't beat the Millennium Falcon. And then I came right back as the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I just went and grabbed the spawn for it. And it was like,
just kept coming
the
back.
Millennium Falcon never dies.
It's like it's been too long since someone's been the Millennium Falcon.
Speaking of the Millennium Falcon, I'm going to see it in action tonight.
Yes,
So
as we
you're
record
lucky I don't
this.
have to spoil anything for you. But I think that Rey is going to be in the movie, and I'm pretty sure that Kylo Ren's going to be in the movie.
Yeah, you
and I'm
think so?
almost positive that Chewbacca is going to be in the movie, and I'm pretty sure Luke Skywalker's in the movie, but I'm not 100% sure. He might not be in the movie. It could have just been fake.
Yeah, I feel like that you're
Fake
gonna get
news.
there, and like
My seat's going to be gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
I feel like the biggest spoil of tonight's gonna be that your seat's gonna be gone.
That Jason punked me, and he just took $20 of mine, and he's just like, sucker, there's no seat. I just made $20. And I get to see Star Wars alone. And then he starts crying, I should have people to see Star Wars with. No, I'm just joking. Just joking.
We love Jay, but no, it's funny because like last week, obviously we were talking about Star Wars, talking about some of our favorite Star Wars games. And it's funny because a couple people hit me up and they're like, man, like the first like 15, 20 minutes of that podcast, you guys were just talking about the Star Wars movies. Like it wasn't even gaming talk. And I'm like, oh, like.
So what, do you have a problem with it? Stop listening to our podcast then.
And I was like, oh, sorry. They're like, no, like we really enjoyed that talk. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. So like, we know that if we go off topic a little bit,
Which
that's
we
okay.
always do.
We always will.
Which was always okay. I never had a problem with it.
Oh, I didn't either, but I was just.
I just
it's
really hope
nice to hear.
Star-Lord shows up in this episode.
I feel like he will.
And Spider-Man too. Maybe this will be the intro to the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where at the end of this movie, Star-Lord's going to show up and he's going to be like, whoa, who are you? We're going to take you out. And Rey's going to be like, I don't think you know the power of the light and the dark side. And then he's going to be like, yeah, you shouldn't have broke my Walkman. And he's going to go all crazy and just be like, and if you don't love me again. And he's going to start punching people and listening to the chain. And then Rey's going to be like holding him still and be like, you have no power here.
Like you have no power in this.
Yeah,
universe.
now that I say that out loud, that theory doesn't really work. Let's leave those two sagas separate.
Let's not do a crossover.
Let's not do a crossover episode. It's just stupid.
Crossover. But perhaps we can do a crossover episode one day.
No. What is this? A crossover episode? Zach and TJ in the same room. What is this? A crossover episode? That never gets old, Mr. Peanut Butter. Never gets old.
But it's funny because this, as we're recording this now, it is as we
October 31st, 2016.
2012.
The world is coming to an end in just 7 days.
It's going to be brutal, guys.
But that's okay. We have that horrible movie, 2012, to remind us of what we had in this earth.
We do. Yes. And that was a crappy movie.
It was pretty bad. Like John Cusack, just stop acting, please. Please stop acting, John Cusack. You were good in like one movie. And that
Calling out John Cusack on the podcast.
If I ever meet you, I will tell you it to your face. I'm not afraid of you. I don't care if you have more money than me. Just stop acting. Your sister can act, but you shouldn't act.
Calling him out. Hashtag can't act, John Cusack. That's his new nickname.
Okay.
Can't act, John Cusack. But as we record this is actually going to be our final episode of the year.
But our first episode of fun. Just kidding. All our episodes are fun.
So I just kind of quickly wanted to talk a little bit about some plans we have for the future.
Yes.
As we've talked a little bit about the fact that, number one,
I have to tell you about the future.
What?
I have to tell you about the future on the night. You go, whoa, Michael, I have to tell you about your future. I just watched that episode last night.
Yeah, we, as you guys heard in the intro, Family Guy, Christmas song. All these happy wishes.
Yeah.
We love Family Guy here and 3 Guys in a Game. We should really...
Love is a weak word for Family Guy. I'm pretty sure obsess over it is what we do. Because it's literally like what we fall asleep to every night.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
one day we're going to wake up and we are going to be Family Guy.
I'm literally Peter Griffin. Like in most of my daily life, I'm Peter Griffin.
And I'm kind of like... who would I be like? I would be more like... And if I'm up here, then you're down here. I don't know who I'd be. I'd probably be Joe. Bonnie, you can't do this to me. Oh, I'm a man too. I can have sex. You're not a man. You're a two-wheeled monster. Hey, check it out. Quagmire, call me. This is gonna be my new ringtone.
I'm loving the face you're making as you're doing Joe. Like your mouth was all the way open. You're like,
That's how Joe cries, man.
Yeah, I know.
Joe cries like that.
But obviously, considering that we started this podcast like 5 weeks ago now? No,
I feel like it's been
longer than
3
that.
months.
It's been like
in
3
the
months or
works
so.
something. Yeah.
Somewhere in that ballpark. It's been a really fun year for us as far as getting this going.
Yep.
So we want to thank everybody for the support on that because without you guys listening, obviously.
And I also just want to shout out, just in case you didn't know, there are some episodes on the Hotter Show that feature me and TJ
Yes.
that are very game oriented. So definitely, like, if you need to, just go ahead and check them out. I'm pretty sure it's like episode 119 and like 123 or 24.
Something like that. Episode 119 for sure. You were on.
That was my first appearance.
Yes.
And yeah, so definitely check those out if you want to get some more of us in our origin stories. It's like the
Yes.
prologue to it of two guys in a game. So, yeah,
And that being
check it
said,
on
if for some reason you haven't heard those and you haven't heard the pilot episode is available on basically wherever you're listening to this, whether it's on iTunes or friggin' Stitcher or Google Play or on the Podbean, on YouTube, whatever. Somewhere on this feed, the pilot episode is there.
www.patreon.com. I'm sorry, what?
That's where if you want to give me money. Anyway,
I don't want to give him money. I give him enough.
you give me enough
I give him my
money,
time and my voice for this podcast,
which like is better than money.
which is basically
You're,
money.
to
I'm
me,
paying you.
to me, Kaz, you're worthless.
Okay, yeah.
But you can literally listen to that and all the other 5 episodes of this podcast. In the new year, we are going to be coming back strong. We have a very fun episode planned that I think is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing this show a little more regularly too. The last couple of weeks, we've done one a week, knowing that that last week or so of December is always a bit tricky because there's always so much going on. People are on vacation, so I just decided, you know what? Let's just call it on this week here.
Let's call it a year, guys.
Yeah,
okay?
Christmas
Let's
coming
call
up.
it a year.
And, we hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate.
If you don't celebrate, poo on you. No, I'm just joking.
I feel like this whole podcast was going to be quoting that song.
Yeah.
But we'll have some shout outs at the end of the podcast for some people who really played a big crucial part in us having a great year and a great first 5 episodes. But I think we're ready to just dive headfirst into what we're discussing
Don't
here
dive
today.
in headfirst. Oh, it's a concrete empty pool. Oh, TJ's gone. Okay, well, I guess I can take it from here. I'll just do my top 10 Christmas games. He doesn't seem to have an opinion on that. He's a vegetable now. TJ. Okay. No, don't do that to the mic, TJ. All right, no. In all seriousness,
Anyway.
in all seriousness, he shouldn't dive headfirst into concrete pools. We all know better than that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and not do that.
Yeah.
But so what we're going to do is we have each picked 5 games.
Some of us have picked 7. No, I'm just joking. I've only
Hey,
picked,
that's cool, too.
I only know 7, really. Or 5. Not 7. Not 20.
42.
I'm so tired. Okay. Apparently, I'm really tired.
Apparently, we're very tired here.
Need more caffeine. Okay.
Well, that's what happens. You came over and then we started gaming immediately.
Yeah.
We probably should have done the opposite.
Yeah.
But hey, this is more fun.
Well, yeah. Okay. So
But what we're doing is we've each picked 5 games that we want for Christmas. Now the criteria for this, it doesn't necessarily have to be a new game.
there are 10 games we both really want. That's all we really want for Christmas this year. Yeah.
But so I'm gonna do 5. Kad's gonna do 5. Whether it's a rare game that we want or a game that's come out,
Or a game made by Rare.
yeah, literally that could also be criteria. It doesn't matter. So
Maybe it's a game that teaches you how to read, like Fun with Phonics or Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
I was waiting for you to sneak that in there.
Yep.
Yes, I know. I didn't know how to read until I played Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Ha 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 ha.
Legend of Zelda: Fun with Phonics, featuring Link and Zelda and Ganondorf. Ganondorf. Teaching you how to read. See? Can you imagine? Fun with Phonics, Legend of
Fun
Zelda.
with Fox, that's a Zelda edition. Hey, for
All
me,
right.
it worked.
All right, let's. What are some games that you want?
So I'll do one, you do one kind of deal. You want to do it that way?
Maybe we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I don't like to share.
Well, I mean, that's kind of.
Sometimes I don't like to share, Lois. Oh, Peter.
So
Peter, only if you say it right. I want a popsicle. Say it right. Popsicle? Good.
Just Family Guy quotes all day.
Well, I'm just on. I don't know why I'm on that, but I think that episode just has so many fun things in it. Like, because that's the one where it's like Stewie's on the roof and it's like, I have to tell you, and then he's sitting there, and then like Joe and Quagmire and Cleveland come over and they have like a slumber party. They're like, oh yeah, I think Nick Jonas has cute eyes and everything, and
they get in the pillow fight and they all like
but they're
actually
like
fighting.
beating the shit out of each other.
Oh man.
Who are you? Are you like, I'm Mark Spitz, Well, what if he was in the shallow end? No, I'm Olympic gold medal winner Mark Spitz. Are you crippled Magnum PI? Fine, I'm crippled Magnum PI.
I love your Joe impersonation.
It's getting better.
It is getting better. It is really getting better.
Fine, I'm Magnum crippled PI. It's just getting that voice crack with him, right? Because he's just got that fun voice crack. Hey, Chris. I can't do it all the time. Hey, Chris. Bonnie, tell Chris what we just did. We had sex. We had sex. We had what Joe calls sex.
That's pretty good body too, actually.
It's a work in progress. You just,
I feel like you could just do an entire podcast of you doing impersonations.
Don't test me, Morty.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Why'd you have to bust out the Rick and Morty? Oh, jeez. Here we go again. All the voices just coming out. One day the voices will take over, Actually, today I was singing as Cleveland, and I figured out that I could sing as him. It's really easy to sing as Cleveland.
Is it?
So, yeah, it's super easy. Yeah. Are you waiting for me to sing?
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for you to sing.
Okay, you got to give me a song that's like pretty common, and I'll try it out. Give me something good.
I don't know, man.
You got to have something. Come on, Peter. You got to have something there. I remember this one time while I was down at my Aunt Jemima's, and she was playing all these old blues tunes, and I was just trying to figure out which song to sing, but I couldn't
Minnie
do
the
it.
Moocher.
I don't know that one.
Hey, you were singing earlier.
Was I?
Yeah.
What is it?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
No, but that's not a hard one to sing for Cleveland. I'm talking about a full-on
Comfortably
Cleveland
Numb.
song. Huh?
Comfortably Numb.
No, I don't know that either. Sorry.
This is why you need to pick songs. I don't. What do you?
I don't really know any songs to sing. Okay, let me think here. It's all the same. Only the names have changed every day. Oh, it seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. Loretta, I drive all night just to get back home. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Oh. I'm wanted, dead or alive.
Morty, I'm wanted. Dead or alive. Take it away, Morty.
So it was Cleveland Band, Rick and Morty singing Dead or Alive.
This is all just for, this is just a shout back to all the stuff I've done on the podcast so far. And I know we're supposed to be getting into the games, but this has been a good year. This has been a good 6 months, me meeting up with TJ and doing this. And, from me to Hodder,
Thank you for having us on.
Oh, geez, Rick, come on. You gotta stop showing up to the podcast drunk. I'm really sorry about this.
Get off the mic, Morty.
Oh, jeez, these guys are fighting like crazy over here. It's like two mongooses in a fish barrel over here. You know what I'm saying? Anyone? Oh, they're all gone. Did you know you can get them baby car seats now? The only thing is, it's supposed to keep your baby safe, but you can't put your seat all the way back in it. Oh.
The podcast is over.
Oh, they're all gone.
Cleveland, you ruined the whole podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta bust out some more impressions, but I'm working on it.
You're working on some. Well, that's how the whole thing started. I mean, that's why it's fun now that we're doing our own thing, and in the new year we're going to be doing more. And there's some really, really cool, exciting stuff coming up this year. I wish I could talk about it, but we're still in the early stages of it. But I can tell you guys.
Whoa, slow your rope down there, Daddy-O.
Oh my gosh, the hormone monster.
The hormone monster. Yeah, see, I just pulled out the hormone monster, just like he's going to pull out later. Oh, sorry, this is supposed to be PG. Parents, you might want to switch the rating to R.
This would have fucking just entertained me at this point. Like
the hormone monster's really easy. You get out of here, you stupid bastard. Get away from my grandson. Oh, your grandson has to deal with me all the time.
Oh, jeez, Rick. He's touching me again. He's touching me. Oh, why does he keep doing this to me?
It's okay, Morty. It's okay. Focus. I just need you to focus, Morty, and put the seed way up inside your butthole, Morty.
Okay, I'm going to stop doing impressions because I'm just going to do this the whole podcast and people are going to be like, what is with this
a good solid 6 minutes of impression.
Yes.
But
Nintendo, give me free stuff.
But it's the point of what you're as much as having fun and stuff, like that is how the whole thing started. And it's kind of how now we've been on this journey the past few months of finding this podcast and kind of what is this podcast? Yeah, okay, yeah, we're a gaming podcast. And we're going to talk about gaming every week. We're going to have a topic. It might take us 10 minutes getting into the topic. It might take us half an hour getting into the topic. Who knows? And that's what I think is best about it. Now he's doing Gumble to Gumble. And that's what I think makes it interesting. Why does he always do this? Does he always do this? But without further ado, I think it is time for us to roll into our list.
For Hunter and Kaz's thing games, Christmas game things, whatever. You get the point. Let's just talk about games.
Yeah.
Weenie in the butt. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
But
Hotter
seriously.
in the Kaz. Okay. Or is it Kaz in the Hotter? Whatever. Okay.
Kaz-
All right. You
Kaz-
go with your first game that you
Okay,
want.
so the
he wants
first game.
Christmas. Okay, go. First game.
You need to get off this. So anyway. So the first game that I have on my list that I want for Christmas this year is actually a new game. I have 2 new games and then 3 like old games and 1 really old game.
Okay.
So my first one is South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Butthole. That's one of my games.
Is it actually?
Yeah. But it's okay. We can just collaboratively talk about it.
So both of our first picks are The Fractured Butthole. Why do you want it?
Because I want to know how my character gets a fractured butthole in the game. Because I know that's what happens. He's going to have a fractured butthole. I just know that's what's going to happen. Because he farted all the time in Stick of Truth, so you just know it's linked to him. He's going to end up with a fractured butthole. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. That's my guess. If I'm not right, then I don't know South Park as well as I thought I did. But that's why I want it, because I want to know the story of your character continuing from Stick of Truth. And it looks really fun. Plus, it's the superheroes, versing the superheroes and everything like that. And it's an
Coon and
RPG.
Friends.
And yeah, it's Coon and Friends versus, I think it's, what do they call the new guys? The Super Pals or something like that?
It's Super
So it's like
Friends or
them
something
fighting,
like
and like Timothy's like Professor X. He's all like, Eric. And he's actually got a voice. Eric, I know your fears. Get out of my head. Get out of my head, Dr. Timothy. Come on, Cartman. It's time to fight. And then Professor Chaos is like in it. Like Butters is my favorite. Oh, what's going on over here, guys? Professor Chaos. I can't do Butters. If I could do Butters, my life would be so much better.
If you could do Butters.
Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
Yeah, so that's I just love South Park, and it's their 20th season, or it was their 20th season
Like last year.
and so it's kind of like, you know, this
a big deal for
this
South
game is a
Park.
big deal, and like they have such a good fan following that these games are really like they're just giving extra.
Well, it was like when I played Stick, 'cause I got Stick of Truth for my birthday like 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect. 'Cause, like I love South Park. Obviously.
Yeah.
I watch South Park all the time.
Yeah.
And
He's just trying to keep a straight face.
when I started playing Stick of Truth, like I was like, okay, so it's like a RPG making fun of RPG.
yeah.
But then as I
No,
started
it's like
playing
the
it-
old games. We're gonna take turns.
Yeah, and like I'm playing through this game, and I'm looking at these mechanics that reminded me so much of Paper Mario.
Yes.
So right away,
It's
I was like,
literally
"This is
paper.
amazing."
It's paper
Yeah.
South Park.
That's literally what it is. And when I found out they were doing another one, I was like, okay, like so they're gonna like kind of continue this, but then it seems like they've kind of gone a different direction.
A little bit. It's still RPG. It's just a different kind
Yeah.
of RPG. You know, it's more of a board game. Like that's not the right word. It's a tile-based game. Tile-based, but it's still very playable. I've seen a lot of footage on it. So just like the actual battles, because that's why I haven't bought it. Like I didn't go out rush to buy it because I was like, oh, I saw the battle
same
footage, and I
here,
was just kind
yeah.
of like, I think once you get into it and you learn the mechanics, it's easy. But
Because Stick of Truth was very easy to just pick up and play.
yeah, and then they've taken this one to the next level. I think they were kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna test this out, do a little bit of fun RPG, and now they're kind of bringing it up a notch, right?
Seems like they've really stepped that up as far as with the story and the mechanics in general and what you can do.
Yeah, and there's one thing that I think is funny because I've seen this one part. My friend showed me one part, and he's just like, "You got to see this." It's just like he's like, "I don't want to spoil the game for you. It's just something funny." So he's just like, the first time he's like, "Okay." Cartman's sitting in front of your character. He goes, "What do you want?" What's your character's name? Buttlord or something like that? Because
Buttlord,
that's
yeah.
your name. It's something like that. So it's like, "What do you want, Buttlord?" What? no, I'm not. So he's like, you want another class? Okay, I'll give you another subclass. So he gives you a second class, and then later on in the game, you come back and they're doing it again, and he's like, but Lord, I dismissed you. What do you want? No, I don't care how you look at me, but Lord. And your character's just sitting here like doing nothing. And Cartman's just like, okay, fine. I'll give you a third class, but we're gonna have to change your backstory. And every time he changes his backstory, it always ends with, and then it happened. You saw your dad fucked your mom. And that's it every time. And it's just like, I'm so sorry you had to go through this tragedy. And they go through it. And then like he goes back a fourth time. And he's just like, oh, no way. You cannot have 4 subclasses. And nowhere in the gaming, or never in the history of video games or anything has anyone had 4 subclasses. No, I'm not doing it. And your character's just wearing down.
Staring.
Fine. God damn it. It's only because your dad fucked your mom. And everyone's like trying to tell Cartman it's not a big deal. But then that's how the game literally ends with him going. He walks in and Cartman's behind him. He goes, now, but Lord, he goes, you have to make a choice. Will you fight for good or evil? And he can hear it behind the door. His mom and dad are doing it. And your character's just like sitting there like, dun, 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 dun. And it just zooms in on your character's face. And that's how the game ends. So you're just like, what's next?
I don't even know where they're going to go from here, but it seems like a really cool game.
Yes. Yes.
Obviously making fun of Civil War.
Yes, it is a Civil War. All right, you guys want a Civil War? Yeah, we want a Civil War. Okay, let's do it. Civil War. You guys are going to suck. Your Netflix franchise is going to do as good as our Netflix franchise.
It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like when they announced the name, it was originally just the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
Like butthole. It was all one word with 2 T's. And then it was pulled because they were like, we're not releasing a game called The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
So then they were like, no, it's The Fractured
Butthole.
Because the team is fractured, but they're still one. Mm-hmm. And then they got away with it. And then on the first commercial, it was
The Fractured
Butthole.
And it took me a second to click in when I read it because you're not thinking about it, right?
Yeah. Well, and he does like The Fractured Butthole.
Because he says it really quick, right? He goes, The Fractured Butthole. And you're just like, oh my God.
Then he kind of has the little at the end of it.
And then you kind of click in your head.
You're like, oh, they got away with
I get
it.
it. They're clever. They think, okay, you're not. All right.
They totally got away with it.
So that's one game that we're both sharing, I guess.
Okay, guys, so we're going to take a quick second to give a much-needed shout-out to our good friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. Whether you guys need T-shirts, logos, business cards, phone manipulation, custom art, anything like that, Jason is your guy.
You've seen our logo. You've seen how awesome it is. Hit him up today by going to www.jaybird.digitalarts.com. That is JAYBIRD digitalarts.com. Go there right now.
Right now, guys. Just pause the podcast.
Jaybird Digital Arts.
Digital Arts. So what's the next game on your list here that you want for Christmas?
Well, I don't have them in order, so I guess I'll just do games that I want, like that are out. Super Mario Odyssey, which I already own. So it's not that I want it. Well, I still want it. I can't play it till Christmas. So technically,
it's still a game you want.
So I bought it the other day. It looks really cool in the package. And just holding it above my head and pretending it's like a Triforce. I already said the Triforce reference, so I'm going to say it again. And being like,
2 references.
So I held it up and I'm like, yes, I've been waiting for a Switch forever, but I just have been like putting it off for buying it. But now that I'm getting it for Christmas, I'm just like, let's go. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. It's supposed to be the closest thing to Super Mario 64 that they have made in like.
That's what I've been hearing.
Is it 20 years? It's basically 20, like
over
more than 20 years. And so I am like stoked for it. I have not watched anything on it, and I do not intend to. I've only seen the trailer for it. Like, I just want to experience this game like to the full extent. And I'm trying to, and now I'm avoiding. I don't want people to tell me about it until I've started playing it on the 25th, Christmas. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm hoping it is really good. Lots of people have told me it's good, but they haven't told me a lot about the game, which I'm happy about. And yeah, like that's it. That's all I have to say on that game. As long as it's got good music, good mechanics, and that hat throw thing actually becomes fun, which I think it will be, Odyssey is going to be great. So,
well, that's the thing is too is like we were looking like because when we came over the day he had the games, he said he bought it.
I had to I wasn't going to lie to TJ. I had to show him proof, and he was going to be like, "You don't have a, you're getting a Switch for real? Yeah,
not getting a Switch. I just bought Super Mario Odyssey to throw him off.
No, I'm just joking.
He's just all a big joke.
It's all just a big prank.
It's always a big prank on TJ. But he came over and we're looking at the back, and there's the 2-player mode too, right?
Yeah, where you take the Joy-Cons, one of you gets to be the hat, and one of you gets to be Mario. And so TJ and me are gonna play Hat and Mario.
I'll be the hat.
We're gonna do a podcast, and spoiler alert, and it's gonna be called. He'll be like, "I'm Hatter," and I'll be like, "And I'm Mario," and he'll be like, "And we're Super Mario Odyssey in a game." Yahoo!
Let it go.
Yeah. So
Well, I wonder if the hat's gonna have a voice or anything.
the hat's probably like, "Hi, I'm a hat."
So I'd make him like Russian or something.
Hello, I am Russian Hat. In Russia, Hat is meaningless without Mario. And Mario is meaningless without Hat. The end.
Shoe and shoelace. One is meaningless without the other. So it's my boy Izzy.
Zack and Izzy. One is meaningless without the other. Boop, 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 boop.
Shout out to my badasses.
I literally had someone hit me up. They're like, "Hey man, can I ask you a question about that pod?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What was with the freaking Wii music?"
You can keep talking. I'm just giving you ambiance.
It's distracting me.
No, you got to learn to get out of that distraction point.
Trying to make me a better podcaster. Yeah, he's just like, "Yo, like what is with the menu music?" And I'm like, it's funny.
And then the Wii Sports one was even better. But anyways, yeah. So that's Mario Odyssey. And then if you hadn't already guessed, one of my other games that I want is the Wii Sports. It's the Mii menu for the original Wii, which I can just go play on my Wii U right now, so I'm not really worried about that. I'll literally just go. I literally sit down to that, and I just like relax. It's just like, no, I'm joking. That's not one of my games. Okay, so TJ, let's get another game going.
So, a game that I want, it's definitely the oldest game on my list, and it's the most interesting.
one of the
because
oldest tricks in the book too.
It is.
I'm just joking.
And that is, it's interesting, this one, because I could literally go right now.
Is it that Mage's Chronicle game? Because you already have
Indian
it.
Chronicles? No,
Yeah,
I have
Indian
that
Chronicles.
I already have that
incoming
game.
messages.
I already have it.
Go away, Rachel.
But like, what's with this is I could literally go and download this game right now on my computer if I really
Do
wanted
it.
to.
Go now.
But I want the actual.
I dare you.
Like, I want an actual copy of it.
Okay,
Because I think it would be so much better and it'd be so much more fun to have it. And that is Age of Empires 2.
Revenge
Age
of the
of
Age of
Kings.
Empires and Kings. Sorry. Okay.
And
That was
Kings.
close. Yeah.
You were close.
So it's basically like the Age of Empires that we've seen before, but better.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like the Age of Empires 2, the Conquerors expansion, and like that whole thing. Age of Kings was the popular one.
Okay.
It was the one that was like blew up all over the place. I
it's
played
old?
it for. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you
Way
can
old.
buy it on Steam. But you
I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
so. I think I've seen it on Steam. Definitely when I
Steam,
do,
give us free stuff.
please hook us up, Steam. But yeah, it's a game I've probably spent the most hours on.
okay.
As far as
So
just
you don't
in total.
have it anymore?
No, I had the discs of it, and I'm not sure what happened to them. So I would love to get a physical copy of it again.
Okay.
I don't think they
We're
exist
gonna go to the
anymore.
Pickering Flea Market someday.
we go
We
find
have to
one?
go there. Like, what are you doing on Sunday? Oh, never mind. We'll talk about this later. Okay.
Making plans on the podcast.
Man, I just want to go freaking to a flea market and buy stuff. Like,
We totally will.
we should totally.
We'll do it, and we'll totally document it as we're doing it.
Okay.
We'll Facebook Live it.
All right,
It'll be a lot
so-
of fun.
so
But yeah, Age of Empires 2, the
2.
Conquerors. Age of Empires 2, the Kings, which is like the Age of Kings, which is like literally the basic game, and then the Conquerors expansion. The Conquerors expansion adds so much to the game. Campaign modes, and it's just it's a game that I know if I had, I would play the shit out of it, and I would have so much fun with it. So it's something that I really, really want, and it's definitely a tricky one. I think it's the most trickiest game on this list as far as what to find.
Okay.
So
we'll find it.
that's definitely, we should definitely make that pact right now that we will definitely try and find it.
It'll be easy. We'll just go to a flea market, and then, we'll be like, oh, there it is. But there's also Majora's Mask in a box. And right over there, it's Pokemon Coliseum. What have we done? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
anything
yeah, Age
else
of-
on that game?
No, not really. It's Age of Empires. If anyone
Okay.
out there has it, let me know. Hook your boy up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's like pointing to me like, Zach, you have a responsibility here. You're an adult now. Okay, so the next game I will talk about is The Evil Within. Two. Sorry. There's a second one now. And it came out not too long ago, so it's still like $100 here in Canada. Hi, welcome to Canada, where video games cost $100 and the console costs $300 more.
Yeah.
Basically, if you buy 3 games for a Nintendo Switch, you should get one free. Is my opinion.
Well, that's thing is like
that is my response to that.
Well, the thing is like I've talked about before on the pod how like I don't buy new games.
Yes,
and I refuse to buy new games.
Well,
when
and you just
got to
wait for the deals to come on.
Yeah.
Like Amazon has all these games on right now. Like you could literally buy Fractured Butthole for $50 right now.
Yeah.
If you had $50, go on Amazon, buy it. I'm not supporting Amazon. I'm just saying you could do that. Okay, I'm kind of supporting Amazon. And it's the same with Evil Within 2. And it's like $50. And I almost bought it the other day because I have my work credit card still, and it's got $50 on it. So I'm just like, I'll just use this.
It's a gift card. Let's. Yeah. It's not a work Visa card.
You can use it though to buy stuff.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
So anyways, so Evil Within 2 takes place right after Evil Within 1 with your same character, Sebastian. Except this time, I'm not 100% sure on the premise, so don't, get all at me if I'm saying this wrong, but I'm pretty sure his daughter has been taken. Sebastian's daughter has been taken by this evil mastermind who basically is doing the same thing as the first game. And so you have to go and save her, and it's all the same horror kind of aspects, same kind of feeling. And I'm kind of eager to play it because I love the Evil Within. Such a submersive, like Resident Evil style game. It's so much fun. Like when I first played through it, I was terrified. It made me jump all the time. I loved it. And then it actually took time and skill to figure out how to play it properly. And then you just become like a master of like how to stop these bad guys. And so much fun going through that game. And yeah, so I'm really hoping that the second one holds up. Lots of people have told me it's pretty decent. It's a little different, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, that'd be I guess my third game right on the list there out of what I've talked about. So yeah, go ahead.
So that's cool. It's funny because Evil Within, I played the first one a little bit.
Yeah,
like I'm not a big fan of horror games or horror in general, as most people know. But that's definitely something that I would love to play too.
Yeah, it's such a a literal mind fuck because that's what the game is. Like it screws you up while you're playing it because you don't know what's gonna happen next. You're literally just walking along, la la la. Then all of a sudden you're freaking in another area. So it's just
like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's scary. But good scary. It's like Dead Space scary.
Yeah, Dead Space is another one of those games too that it's the same concept.
Yes.
Where it's that element of horror that it doesn't just rely on jump scares all the time.
No.
As much as it has them in it.
Yes.
It's the ambiance. Mm-hmm. The whole time you're playing the game, you feel scared.
That's what you want.
Oh my God, I'm going to die at any second.
But you want a good horror game where you can come out of it alive and you can beat them all. That's the whole... Because there's some bad ones out there that are just like, you must die.
And it's like literally no matter what you do.
Or from Donkey Kong 64? You know that one voice? It's like, get her. Boop, 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 and just follows you around with the crosshair. And you're just like, it used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
I hated that thing because then it would shoot you and you die. And I'd be like, you stupid sniper. That's not fair. Where are you? Get down here. Fight me like a real boy. Okay.
Yeah. Fight me like a real boy. But my next one here is a game that I definitely really want bad. And that is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh. Well, here you go.
What? Oh my God, guys.
It's not to keep, but I don't need it anymore because I'm getting it for the Nintendo Switch. So I figured we could play it together.
Oh my God. Yay! So freaking Kaz just gave me to borrow Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. That's sweet. So I'm
better play it.
I'm literally gonna second you leave.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Yeah, shove that disc right into that slot.
I'm gonna shove
Better
this
take that Wii U pad and start breathing some wild, climbing up some walls. Cough, cough, cough.
But yeah, no. Thank you, dude. Seriously, that's freaking.
Yeah,
awesome.
well, I mean, I have no use for it anymore. But I say that, but honestly, I think the Wii U version, in my heart, will be the most prized version because once the Wii U is fully out of circulation, which it already is, let's face it, that game is going to be rare. It's just like having Twilight Princess for GameCube.
I have Twilight Princess for GameCube.
Exactly.
I never played it on the Wii at all. So it's like
exactly, and you don't need it for the Wii U if you have it for GameCube, but you kind of do need it for Wii U because the Wii U version is just perfect. Same with Wind Waker. I have all the Zeldas. I'm just a Zelda freak. Actually, that was what I bought with my first paycheck when I started working at the plaza. That was literally my first paycheck was like Twilight Princess, Twilight Princess, Twilight Princess, Twilight. I got my paycheck, and my mom's like, maybe you should spend your whole paycheck. I'm like, Twilight Princess. And I just literally blew my whole paycheck on like stuff that I needed because that's what you do when you get your first paycheck. But then after that, I was just like, save it, save it, save it.
Well, that's funny because that's what kind of going off topic here again for a second, but that's kind of what we first bonded on when we started talking was obviously gaming, but then was Zelda. Video games, but it was also Zelda because I think we were doing the truck one time and like I was talking about how I really wanted to get Breath of the Wild when it came out.
Yeah.
And we had talked a little bit before, but and you were like, "Oh, dude, like I have it." And I was like, "What?" And you're like, "Yeah." And we talk about it. It's like every time I saw you, I was like, "Yo." So Breath of the Wild.
And now
So
you got it. There it
it.
is. That is the Kaz edition of Breath of the Wild. It has been
Kaz is-
played well, very well.
Gently, well used.
Oh man, I just wish I could be here to watch you play it and just fall off ledges and get all the game over because you'll literally die 5 times in the first 20 minutes of playing it. It's not in your control. It's just literally like, dun, 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 dun. Do you want to start from where you last saved? Ding. Okay, then you go down and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out, and you get hit. That's
saying
literally
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
die
you.
a lot.
Oh yeah, dude, I die even when I start a new file. I died like 6 times.
So how'd you feel if I don't die?
You're gonna die. You don't have a choice in this. You're gonna go up to something and you can be like, I can take you with this. I got a shirt on. I got a wooden plate as a shield and a spoon. I'm gonna take you down. You're gonna go up. The spoon's gonna break and you're like, oh shit. And then the Boko Goblin's just gonna smack you down a hill and you're gonna go flying ragdoll and you're dead. Can I give you a piece of advice?
Please do.
Only upgrade stamina.
Okay.
Do not upgrade your health at all until you've maxed your stamina. Then you can upgrade health.
Really?
It gives you time to get better at the game, to like actually learn and become skillful with it. Because if you get hearts, one, you're wasting stamina because you want maximum stamina so you can climb up everything and everything.
Yeah.
And that's all I did with my last playthrough. I literally have 4 hearts on my newest playthrough. 4 hearts.
Seriously?
And it's not even from collecting whatever you collect. I can't even remember what you collect. Oh yeah, I'll leave you to figure out what that is. But yeah, like I got one of the heart containers just from fighting one of the bosses, like one of the main bosses in the game, because they give you 4 heart containers for each boss fight that you do.
Yeah.
So I got one of those, and I literally only have like 4 hearts, and I just goof around because you can cook food that gives you temporary hearts, and it fills up your heart bars. So you literally do not need hearts. So
waste the
just
stuff
do
on-
stamina, literally, because if you can get your stamina up like full, you'll climb up everything with like it's a joke.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's my advice. Only stamina, because it'll literally save your life. It is going to save your life one day. You're going to be all like, what's that? You going to come at me? Ham boning. Yeah, so.
But no, that's cool because it's from what I've seen of it, it looks like it's just a massive game.
It's like Skyrim, but not buggy like Skyrim.
It's like Skyrim, but like not buggy.
It's like
Zelda.
Nintendo Skyrim. It's like, oh wait, sorry, Skyrim's out on Nintendo. Never mind. It's like, here's a game that they have been working on for freaking ever, and you actually see it when you play it. Like there is nothing about this game where you're like, whoa, they skimped on this. No, like every detail in that game is perfect. And it is definitely supposed to be on your list. It would be on my list, but I already have it, so I don't need to put it on my list.
Well, definitely, and it's definitely one I'm super excited to play. And now, I mean, maybe I should take it off my list, but I'm not going to because I still would like my own copy.
Yeah, you'll get there.
now-
You'll
now
get
I
there
get
one
to
day.
actually play. One day
Maybe
I'll have
one
my
day.
own copy.
Someday, maybe soon, TJ will have some funds. He'll be calling Breath of the Wild his baby. Maybe. Okay. So, my number 4 is it now?
3.
No, because I thought I did South Park.
Well, we both
Was that
did
a
South
joint
Park,
one?
and then well, we can count it as 5, and then
Okay,
you did-
whatever.
and you did oh my god, what did you do after that? Evil Within.
Evil Within 2,
Two, and then now number 3.
Super Mario Odyssey I did before that.
Oh yeah,
so I'm on
you're
number
like,
4. That's what I'm saying. Fractured Butthole, Super Mario Odyssey.
Okay, yeah. So
Evil
technically,
Within.
I go
Number
back.
4.
I go backwards. That's what's messing me up. So to
All
me,
right.
on you're number 2, but you're number
Let's
4.
see. What would my number 4 be? I had them in my head earlier, and now I'm just kind of like, oh, I can't remember. Came I for Christmas.
This is why you gotta write these things down.
Okay,
Kaz.
no, I do know one of
Yes.
them. Okay, so I want Pokemon Ultra Sun. I have Pokemon Ultra Moon, but I don't have Pokemon Ultra Sun. And I've already talked a lot about Pokemon Ultra Moon, but Pokemon Ultra Sun is fun. You get to play through the game. Forget it. I'm not going to try and rhyme. So anyways, yeah, it's basically like Pokemon Ultra Moon, but I want to play through it again. I love the adventure. It's always fun to go through it a second time because you kind of know what to expect now, and you can kind of like build a different team up. And my second playthrough is always a lot more enjoyable for me because I always pick a stronger team for some reason, and it's more balanced. My first team in my game when I play is I'm just playing around for shits and giggles. My second playthrough on my cartridge is always like in it to win it, kill everything.
Yeah.
And more skillful. And I also get to do a female character, which is named Zach L or Zachel, as everyone else calls it. So I have Zach and Zachel, and they always fight each other. And yeah, so it's fun. But yeah, no, I really like it because they really improved the music in that game, and I always say that about this. And like literally, Josiah was making fun of me the other day about how I only said the music changed. But no, the music improvement in this, like for the battle music, was perfect. It makes you actually feel like you're in a battle now. They just did a great job overall with including more Pokemon in the game. And the story actually just fits together perfectly. They've actually perfected the overall storyline, and they've added so many cool features to the game. So if you haven't actually played it, definitely if it's on your Christmas list, you're going to love it. It's going to be your favorite thing to play on Christmas morning. I'm probably going to go out and buy it, just put it under the tree for myself because I'm going to spoil myself this year. Because you know what?
From Kaz to Jack.
Because that's what I do, okay? That's what I do. I have worked my ass off this year. I deserve some presents. And I'm single, and I don't have a lot of bills to pay this Christmas, so there you go. TJ's like, I want to kill you right now. Sometimes I don't believe I know you. Well, you and I are on two very different wavelengths.
Cazador
Jones.
So what exactly, just real quick, is the difference between Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Like,
You're
what
really
are the
asking me
differences?
what the difference is?
Yeah, like what are the
Okay,
actual
so one of them
differences?
has sun in it, and the other one has moon in it. What the hell?
But like they're the
Are
exact
you
same
serious?
game otherwise.
No, there's a lot of differences.
There is-
There's,
okay,
There's
I just was making
Pokemon differences. Like there's certain Pokemon you can only catch in one version, like
Oh, I gotcha.
legendary, regular.
I gotcha.
Like the legendary Pokemon you get in Moon is different from the one you get in Sun, but you can still get both of them.
That's what I
in
figured.
either game, like because they allow you to have both. You just have to do some cool little stuff. It's fun. Yeah, but other than that, the only other cool feature is Moon. If you're in Moon, if you're playing during the day, it's nighttime. And in Sun, if you're playing during the day, it's daytime. So they have opposites. They have a 12-hour offset. And that's why I love Moon. It's because you always get to play at night during the day. And then at night, you get to play during the day.
That's pretty cool.
So that's the nice feature they've had. They had that since Moon and Sun.
Yeah.
So, but I always loved Moons for that reason. Yeah, so that's kind of the differences there. Not a lot, like I said. But it's all it stays true to the Pokemon mantra where you got your two versions. So that way you can still connect with people, trade with people, all these fun things, right? And of course, if you're like me in the modern day and you have 27 3DSs, you can just trade with yourself because who
Yeah.
needs friends? With
You
friends
have
like
27
these, who needs anemones? That's from, I don't know.
Some
Finding
something.
Nemo.
Something.
He touched the butt. Okay.
He touched the butt.
So your next
So
game.
my next game, I've been playing the crap out of the series,
the series.
and that is the series is Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Are you doing backup vocals for me?
Fire Emblem backup vocals.
Messing me up more?
Messing you up more. Is it the new Fire Emblem for 3DS?
It's no, actually, it is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Path of radiance, path of righteousness. I'm gonna lead you down the path that rocks.
But I've been playing my GameCube a lot. Like obviously, like literally when you came up, we were playing Melee.
We were?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who are you? No, I'm just
Are
joking.
you sure that was me? No, that was Zach, not Kaz. Kaz
No,
is
I'm
a
just
completely different
joking.
person. to
No,
Zach.
no, I am Kaz and Zach. We
Yes.
share a human bond. If we were to ever separate, one would not be complete without the other.
This is the story of Cazador. No, just joking.
Separate podcast.
Meanwhile, yeah, separate the podcast. Hodder's out. Kaz and Zach are in.
So, Zach, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, hey, wait a minute. Wasn't TJ talking about? Don't worry about TJ. I've got him. Okay, Kaz, take it away.
I thought you were going to keep going.
No, I'm gonna stop.
I was going to
stop myself.
I was
'cause
gonna
that's
just
what
let it roll.
I have self-control over Kaz.
Sometimes.
That's how powerful I am.
That's how powerful Zach is. He has full control over Kaz.
I'm Kaz,
And I'm Zach.
and we're two guys in one on Two Guys in a Game.
So literally, you could just kick me off the show and it'd be fine. Wouldn't even matter.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Yes, we would.
Okay, sorry. He's just a little violent.
But Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is for the GameCube, and it was the first. It's the same concept as far as it's like turn-based,
It's got
tile-based
a
combat.
path. There's a lot of radiance going on. There's some emblems, maybe some fire, maybe of.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's basically like a 3D version of it.
Okay.
So it's really cool. There's a lot of awesome characters.
You know they have more 3D versions of those games now. Right?
I know,
You need
but
to get a 3DS.
I-
that should be on your list.
Yeah, but like I don't. From what I've seen of those ones, they've gone more. How can I say this without sounding like a horrible human being?
you can't.
They've gone more anime-y with them, and I'm not a fan of that.
They've gone
just
more
not.
like. They've got more like. This is Fire Emblem friendship. Love
Like,
caring. My father doesn't love me. Fire Emblem. Gotta save my sister Lucina. Marth, no, you're gonna die. Roy, he's gonna cry because of some emotional. I don't know. I'm just trying to do an anime thing.
Like it seems like the style of them is getting more. They've kind of gotten away from what Path of Radiance did, where it was like they had like real, like cutscenes.
Real things.
Like there was a couple
games a thing.
cutscenes. Yeah, like there was a couple cutscenes that literally felt like movies.
You come here and you try and serve me this pizza when you clearly I'm gonna eat this pizza, Tony. What's your problem making these anime games? You promised me you'd always keep the 3D games. I'm sorry, Bobby. I didn't mean to. Okay, this one's just the same as this one. Nah, this one's got pineapple on it, and this one's got pepperoni, and nobody wants the pineapple pizza. Hashtag Rage Against the Pineapple. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that one. If you like pineapple on your pizza, that's fine. Just keep it away from me.
I agree.
Thank
So,
you, TJ.
yeah.
At least TJ's got my back.
I eat cheese and pepperoni.
That's all you need on a pizza. That's a pizza. That's all the pizza is. Okay, look, what are we talking about here?
Okay.
You're talking about pineapple on a pizza? It's not a pizza anymore. It's basically a fruit.
Fruit doesn't go on pizza.
Hawaiian pizza? No way. You're putting pig and fruit on a pizza? No. You're putting pepperoni and cheese on a pizza. That's a pizza. Okay. Sorry.
This just entertains me now when you go off like that. But yeah, basically,
Is this game
Path of
obtainable?
Radiance.
Is this game obtainable? Could you obtain
Yeah,
this game?
I've literally seen it
So why didn't you buy it?
because it was like $180.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little expensive.
Because it was courted on the port side.
Buzz Killington.
Buzz Killington. Okay.
We should have Buzz Killington with close. But yeah, so that's my my number 2. Path of Radiance, Fire Emblem. Love it.
To me, it's his number 4. Okay. And I guess for number 5,
Which is the last
I will
game.
pick. Hold on, folks. I need a moment to really ponder this one. Because this is a make or break. I would like a pair of skates so I can go skating, but I don't really know how to skate. No, I think I want to play. Oh, what game was it? I had a game. It was right there. And now it's gone, Lois. It's gone forever. It's okay, Peter. Maybe next year it'll come back. Maybe. I love you, Dad. Shut up, Meg. No. I don't really have a last game, to be honest, but if I had to pick one, I would say Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah.
If I had to get a game, if I saw Pokemon Coliseum, I would buy it because I do want to relive my Coliseum. And I want to kick butt. And yeah, so that'd be my game. Pokemon Coliseum. It's all like and you throw an Espeon and Umbreon and you're all like, I'm a badass with a trench coat. I can catch a Pokemon even if they're owned by you. Snag it. So yeah, I really like Pokemon.
Pokemon. I feel like if someone got that for you would just lose it.
I'd just be like, you know me so well. How did you know? and then they pull off their mask, and it'd be like, because I'm you. What a twist.
What a twist.
Tune in next week for more twists.
Yeah, so that'd be my game. I don't have a lot to say about it other than it's the best. Anyways.
Yeah, and we've talked about Pokemon Coliseum before on the show with
Yeah.
our top 10 GameCube games.
Yep. So yeah, that's
Go back to
that's
listen to
what
that
I
pod episode if you want to hear more about that one. And my number one is one that is very...
As some consider his number one to be a big number two. Coming up hot with his number one is hotter. Okay, if you say a game that actually could be a number two in my books, I'm going to laugh at this point. So go ahead, say your game.
What do we have in number two?
Do you not get it? And some people think his number one game is a big number two. Okay, take a moment for it to sink in. Take it. You still not get it?
I still don't get the joke.
It's a poop. It's a poop. Number two.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Good Lord.
That took way too long.
That took me way too long. I mean, up since 2 a.m. Leave me alone.
Whatever.
But
Morty.
My game that I want the most for Christmas this year is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition series for the GameCube. Now, there are some people who aren't going to know what that is. And basically what it was real quick is...
It taught him how to read. We've
Yes.
been over this a couple times.
Yes.
And it has a demo for Wind Waker on it that lasts for 5 minutes. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that was really fun. Mom, can I have Wind Waker? No, we just got you the GameCube and the Collector's Edition came with it. Why can't you just play that? Because I want Wind Waker. What? Everybody wants Wind Waker, Mom. No, you just have to save up your money. Fine, I will. No, you won't. You don't know how to save your money. Oh, yeah? Watch me, Mom. 2 weeks later, boom, saved up my money. You better order me this game, Mom. Fine. That's the story of how I got Wind Waker, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's really how you got it?
Yeah, because I got the GameCube and it came with the Collector's Edition. I was like, oh, this is great.
So it had more than just Ocarina of Time
And I got the
on it,
Game
though.
Boy player for it. I missed the Game Boy player.
That was sweet.
I really want one. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so
But yeah, the Collector's Edition, it comes with, it does come with a like 5-minute demo of Wind Waker. But what I love about it, it has all of the Zelda games on it up until Majora's Mask. First Zelda game, the second, third, so on and so forth.
5-minute demo. And the end of the demo. See? That's what you get. But yeah, it did have, I loved it. It had Majora's Mask and Ocarina on it, and that's all that mattered.
And it's playing them on the GameCube.
And of course, the best Zelda game ever created, Link's Adventure. The side-scrolling epicness. You will play it, and you will be blown away by the incredible gameplay. The most advanced Zelda game ever. Side-scrolling action, 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 action. Only make yourself angry every 5 seconds by entering a new area where you have to side-scroll along in a pointless adventure. This is Link's Adventure, Zelda 2. We thought we made a better Zelda game. We were wrong. Stay tuned for a better Zelda game.
Who signed off on that project?
Dude, they were high when they signed
like,
off.
hey,
They were like,
man.
here's Legend of Zelda, a really fun exploration game where you can have fun. This is where everything's going to spawn from. Pokemon's going to spawn from this. Freaking 3D gaming's going to spawn from this game. Skyrim will exist because of this game. But hey, better idea. Mario's in two dimensions, and he's a side-scroller. Doi, let's make it a sequel, and we'll make Link Mario, literally. And it makes no sense, and nobody will know how to play this game. It'll be going down in history as the worst Zelda game ever made.
I don't know if I go that far.
Yeah, it's the worst Zelda
Did you
game
ever play some
made.
of the CD-ROM ones?
Doesn't count. If it's not on a mainstream console, it doesn't count.
As
It's
far
the
as
worst
mainstream
Zelda
consoles.
game
Yeah, I
ever.
agree with that then, yeah.
It's the worst.
I don't know,
Zelda
man.
game
Wind
ever.
Waker's pretty bad.
I hate when people come up. No, Wind Waker's good.
I was waiting for that
When
reaction.
people go like, "Oh, Skyward Sword sucked because of the motion controls." No, you're just fat and lazy, and you couldn't get off your ass to use the motion controls. Try that, huh? Maybe go on a diet. Yeah, that's because you couldn't have the motion controls. Oh. Seriously, that game was amazing. If you actually played through it and you got the story, and I'm like passionate about this. People who tell me the Skyward Sword isn't like a good game, that game was long. That actually had like so much stuff in it. Like it kept you going for like, it took me 2 weeks to beat that game, and I played it hardcore. It was hard. Just as hard as Breath of the Wild. No, harder than Breath of the Wild. Okay, maybe just as hard. I don't know. Depends on how hardcore you play Breath of the Wild. But Skyward Sword was a good game. It was a different take on Zelda. Deal with it. And if you couldn't play it,
Deal with it,
sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. Oh, boy.
It was the 25th anniversary of Zelda 2, so give some respect to that, okay? They really put their heart into that game. Just for you to enjoy it. They tried to come up with a fun way for you to actually be Link. And the fact that you rejected it is just shows what kind of person you are.
Breaks our hearts.
Yeah, it breaks my heart into 4 pieces. Just like real heart pieces. Which you have to find. Okay.
Boom.
So yeah.
So yeah, those are the games we want for Christmas.
Yep.
Pretty.
It's pretty straightforward there, Brian.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
We're gonna work on that novel.
Gonna keep working on that podcast, TJ. Yeah. How's it? That podcast coming on? Is it full with rich and lively characters on it? Yeah.
That's entertainment.
Is it very entertaining? Maybe a 1 to 2 hour podcast every week. Huh? Yeah. Lots of video game
content?
adventures, content there with the video games. Yeah, and you maybe talk about good new video games every week. Oh, Brian, is that what you're doing, TJ? Bring on lots of fun content. Yep. Having new guests on the show every week. Get more viewers week by week. Yep. Okay. God damn it.
I love that you like that. But with that, this episode is coming to a close. But before we do, we want to give some shout-outs.
Shoutouts initiating.
So, I actually have 2 new shout-outs I want to do.
Oh, no
aside
way.
from
He
a
has
bunch.
2 new shout-outs.
I have a bunch of
Oh,
shout-outs.
my God.
The way he was flipping his hand. That's why I'm doing that voice. I'm not
Yeah,
doing it.
I
because
was-
I'm not
yeah.
making fun of him for the shout outs. It was just he was like being all like, well.
I got really effeminate there for a minute.
Just want to say.
I just want to say, okay, but seriously,
Seriously.
I want to.
What, you're doing it to yourself, man.
Because I'm playing with my beard, right? And like I keep missing, so I keep.
He's
doing
making
this.
fun of me because I don't have a beard.
Anyway, moving on back to the shoutouts. So the first shoutout I want to give is actually to a brand new podcast. They haven't actually fully launched yet, but they're going to be launching early next year.
Are they called Not Launched Yet? Podcast?
No, but that would
Okay.
be funny.
That would be good.
It's Christian and Damon's Amazing Nerd Show, which is the best. It's the podcast you didn't know you wanted.
That's so cool. We should have come up with a cool name like that.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
We came. I mean, I think our name is pretty cool, but it's definitely not as cool as that.
2G and a G.
2G and a G.
Yeah.
Is what
Two
it is.
G's. 2 G's and a G. Oh, that
Two
sounds
G's
way
and
better.
a G. It's just a bunch of G's.
Now we
around.
refer to our show as 2 G's and a G. Yo, what's
What
up, G? Not
What's
much,
up,
G.
G?
You play any G's lately? You know I played some G's lately. What G's you play? Well, I played South Park, Stick of G's. What? That doesn't even make G. You know what? Shut your G mouth.
Is that bro? Is that bro with you?
Is that bro code?
Is that bro with
Bro
you?
way, bro.
Bro
Bro
way.
way.
But yeah, so speaking of broing away, I wanted to give them a shout because they've been supportive of the show and not just like retweets and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they've actually hit them a couple times saying, like,
Yeah.
hey, we enjoyed the episode and stuff. So thank you guys very much for that. I can't wait for their podcast. It seems like it's going to be really, really cool.
It's going to be really, really, really cool.
Absolutely. The next one I will give a shout out to is Poop Culture, which is I love the name of that podcast. And they're actually like a pretty like big podcast. Like they've been doing this for a while. They have a really good following, so I really appreciate them. Constantly giving us retweets and that.
Yeah, I really appreciate them
that.
too.
Yeah,
Because their name is just the best. I mean, anyone who's like, well, are you a 2-year-old for like saying poop? No. Poop is acceptable to say. What are you like? Are you like a 10-year-old when you start saying crap and then like you're a 15-year-old when you start saying shit? No.
poop
If you
culture.
say poop,
because
poop
shit
is
culture
fine.
doesn't work.
No, poop culture's good.
Poop culture is awesome. They have a really awesome show. They actually recently just
Do they
talked
talk about poop on it?
They talk about a bunch of fun stuff. And they recently talked about the best nude scenes of 2017 on their most recent episode as we record this. Let's just say that it's really
Go
good
on.
and it's very insightful and funny.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
Does he always do this? Yeah.
Go on. And then, of course, I want to give a shout out to our good buddy Josh over at Still Loading Podcast for all of his support. We appreciate it, man, very much. He has an awesome show there. You guys definitely go check him out. He's a big supporter of us at Still Loading Pod on all the social media, and you can find him literally all over the place. And fun fact, Still Loading, his podcast is actually now on Spotify.
And it's not just
Which-
loading on there. I mean, it's sort of loading. But
Still loading, but
Still
he's working on it. He's working on it, but no, it's actually a huge deal that he's on Spotify. So that's really cool. So congratulations again for that, man, because that is a big deal. It really is. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to the Drinks with Larry crew for all their continued support and all the shout outs. They are awesome dudes. Seriously the best. You guys are awesome. The continued support is seriously much appreciated. As much as we joke around and stuff like that, you know, we really do appreciate the support, because without you guys listening and your support,
We'd be just as famous. So, you know. No, I'm just
because it's famous. Yeah. Okay.
No, TJ's just like, every time.
Every time.
I mean, one
I mean,
time, be thankful.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Harder Show just hit 500 followers on Twitter. No big deal. I'm basically an internet celebrity now.
You're welcome for those other 500, those other 250 followers.
Oh,
Just kidding.
you made fake accounts. I wouldn't have said anything if I knew you made fake accounts.
No, I was more saying that I brought the followers to you
Oh,
because
I
of
see
my
what you're saying.
episodes. Yeah, you're welcome. Because that's how cocky and full of myself I am. Trademark Zach. Kaz. Adore.
Zach Kaz.
Jones.
And then one last quick shout we want to give to our good buddy BoyStick, Mr. Justin Aldred, who is a good friend of ours.
Who's that
He has a YouTube
again?
show.
Who is he?
BoyStick.
No.
He's a YouTuber.
No. Can we unshout him out?
No,
Okay.
because he shouted us out.
Oh, he shouted us out.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, I see how this is. You're going down. You're going to shout me out. I'm going to shout you out. Shout out to Justin Aldred for shouting us out on his YouTube show. Like, yeah, and stuff. And shout out to Izzy, my boy, who is like my other half. Because I love you, Izzy.
Kaz and Izzy. One is meaningless
Kizzy.
without the other. Kizzy.
Kizzy.
That's your new name.
Kizzy in the
Kizzy
house.
You already know who it is.
And shout out to the Wii menu theme. You make my dreams come true, girl. You make my dreams come true. I love you. And shout out to my wife, my work wife. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name because I don't have to say your name. I love you. And I cherish you. And you got a little pissy today. So tone it down a bit. Okay? And when you listen to this, you can get all mad at me and stuff. But you know, I still love you.
So anyway,
Okay, so Kaz is going to be taken to the mental hospital after this.
I'm going to replace him with a cucumber. I don't know why I said cucumber.
Pickle Rick!
No, it's going to be cucumber.
I'm gonna be
Kaz.
Cucumber Kaz! I turned myself into a cucumber! Cucumber Kaz! Why would you do this? Why would anyone do this? Because I can and no one else can, Hotter. Doesn't make any sense, Kaz. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just, roll me over. Roll me over. Okay. Turn myself into a cucumber!
Cucumber Kaz.
Cucumber Kaz!
That's going to be a meme very soon. But we now come to the close of the show, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We hope that you guys have a wonderful Christmas. This is going to be the last show from Two Guys in the Game for this year.
But don't be sad. We'll be back soon.
Oh, we'll be back.
And when we come back, you're going to have missed so much. Maybe even so much that you just started binge watching this the other day and you realized how much binge watching has affected your life. Say no to binge watching. A message from the government of Netflix.
And instead, binge podcast.
Or that too. But just don't binge in general.
No,
It's
you
not
should
worth
binge
it.
podcast.
You should binge our podcast.
Yeah, because you can do other stuff while you're listening to the podcast. That's
Yeah, like you can like make a sandwich while you're listening to our podcast. You could literally climb a mountain while you are listening to our podcast. So, from the Hotter Studios, is that what we're still calling it?
Hotter Show Studios.
Hotter Show Studios.
Whatever, it works.
From the Hotter Show Studios, I'm Kazador Jones. I was just like,
I'm waiting for you, and I'm just hotter.
Adore Jones, and
Hotter Door
we
Jones.
are two guys in a video game, or two guys in a game. No, yeah, two guys, two guys, and a game, and a bison.
And a bison. Is that a question or a statement?
It is what it is. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace out.
Peace out.
Word to the Kraken. I don't know where I was going with that.
We will catch you guys next year. Take care, guys. Have a happy new year and a Merry Christmas.